Damn. Man. I knew this was coming. The Knicks be up 2-0, 3-0, and they be in the semifinals, and somehow they will give up the series. I got a feeling this is going to happen. So, game three. Oh, man. The game three was the Boston Massacre. It was a Boston Massacre. Boston had 36 points in the first quarter. Knicks only had 20. Outscored them at the beginning. That's my problem with New York in this whole series. They take too long to heat up. You know what I'm saying? They take too long to heat up. And by the time they heat up, it's like third, fourth quarter. You already getting blown out. That's been the whole thing through this whole series. The Knicks is losing by double-digit leads, double-digit deficits. Boston had 36 points in the first quarter. The Knicks only had 20. Only had 20. They got outscored by 16 points. Second quarter, Boston had 35. The Knicks only had 26. They stepped it up a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. They were still outscored by 9 points. Third quarter, Boston had 25. The Knicks had 24. You see what I'm saying? Now the Knicks is heating up in the third quarter, but it's too late. They was already getting blown out by 20-something. Then the fourth quarter, Boston, took the brakes off. They only scored 19 in that quarter, but they already knew they had the game. The Knicks scored 23. So the only quarter that the Knicks outscored Boston was the fourth quarter. By then it was too late. So Boston knew the strategy was outscored the Knicks for the first three quarters, and we got the game. We got the game. That's Boston's strategy, and it worked. It worked. By halftime, it was already blown out. By halftime, it was like, yo, this game is not looking good. This game is not looking good. So I knew Boston was going to fight. They better have fought. But game four is going to be the most important game for New York. I'll tell you that much. Game four is going to be the make or break it. If the Knicks lose game four, you know what I'm saying? I know the series is going to be up for grabs. Again, the Knicks lost 93 to Boston 115. So the series is 2-1 New York. Now, when you look at game 2 and 1, they had the same MO. Boston was up, but the Knicks somehow found a way to barely win. Barely. So they are barely winning these games. And today's game, Boston showed dominance, and that's what I'm scared of for the Knicks. Because now the Knicks, whatever confidence they had, is shaking. It was shaking because Boston really showed dominance through the whole game. The whole game was straight dominance. Straight dominance. And any New York fan knew what we were looking at was a massacre in the making. You can't let this happen again. This cannot happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it does, and these Celtics come back and tie up this series, man, the Knicks is going to lose. They're going to lose. That's the curse. They never could get past the semifinals and advance for a championship. It's been like this for decades. They could never get past the hump. And when you think they got a clean victory, they somehow don't know how to turn it up. You got to turn up the intensity. You got to know how to finish. Like I said, they are not finishers. They don't know how to close out the series. Sometimes they don't even know how to close out a game. They barely was winning these games, man. These two games, it was barely winning. And Boston showed them how to really dominate and win. They showed them how to dominate and win. Something that the Knicks need to take into consideration for their next game. Next game is win or die for the Knicks. Next game is win or die, man. You gotta go up, but you cannot wait for the third or fourth quarter to get hot. You gotta get hot from the first quarter. That's where y'all losing at. Y'all losing in the first and second quarter. That's where they got y'all. They outscoring y'all the first and second. Third quarter, y'all might get that quarter. And fourth quarter, y'all might get that. But if they blowing you out by 20 by halftime, now you got an uphill climb for 3 quarters. 2 more quarters, you got an uphill climb. Why do you want that when you're leading the series? You're leading the series, you're supposed to just close them out. Close them out. But this is Boston we're talking about. Boston and New York. You know what I'm saying? Boston came with a fire. I knew Boston was going to fight hard today. I knew it. But I just thought the Knicks was going to fight harder. I thought it was going to fight harder, man. Just to solidify that, yo, we up 3-0. I thought they was going to solidify that 3-0. But again, we're talking about the Knicks here. So I got one, you know what I mean? I'm not too sold on the Knicks yet. Because it's the Knicks we're talking about. They're known for getting there and then just dropping the ball. They're known for that, man. So, I'm kind of apprehensive. I'm kind of on the fence now that they got blown out in this fashion. I'm kind of on the fence about the next game. The next game is a wait and see approach with me. Wait and see how they play it out. Because the pattern shows me they lose in that first and the second quarter. Bad. They ice cold coming into the first and second quarter. You got to fix that. You don't think Boston knows that? They're using that against y'all. They're capitalizing against y'all. Come on, man. It's not hard to figure out. It's your boy Kavion. Hit that like, subscribe button for your boy. But the Knicks just took a whooping, man. 115-93. Boston 115. New York Knicks 93. At one point in the second half, they went into the halftime down by like 20-something. Third quarter, down by 20-something. Ooh. After that, I'm just looking at the time. And I'm like, okay, when's the next game? Because I know this game is over. I'm just worried about the next one. I know Boston got this one. It is what it is. You can't win them all. But you want to win the series. You want to come out on top. That's winning the battle, winning the series. It's your boy Kavion, and I'm out the building, y'all.